Trivia. I'm your host, Emily Buffington. Let's meet this week's contestants. First, from Mary Hardin Baylor, we have Gina Weeks. Welcome, Gina.
Thank you.
And our last contestant is also from Mary Hardin Baylor, Miss Dana Williams. Welcome, contestants. On this week's episode, our contestants will be answering questions about the correct rules and procedures in the science lab. Contestants, are you ready? All right. Question 1. Which set of items are not permitted in lab? A. Food and drink. B. Pen and paper. Or C. Goggles and aprons. Gina.
Food and drink.
That is correct. You get a necklace.
Yay.
Question number 2. Is it okay to bring backpacks and purses into the lab? Yes, no, or sometimes? Dana. No, that is correct. Do not bring purses and backpacks into the lab. Question 3. Which 2 things must be worn at all times in lab? A. Dangly earrings and necklaces. B. Goggles and aprons. Or C. Baggy shirts and baggy sweatshirts. Gina.
Goggles and aprons.
That is correct.
Yay.
Never wear baggy clothing or dangly jewelry. Number 4. Is it okay to consume the chemicals you work with? Yes, no, or sometimes? Dana.
No.
No, that is correct. Never consume chemicals. Question number 5. How must long hair be worn during lab? Gina.
It must be worn up.
That is correct. Always put long hair in a ponytail or bun. All right. Question 6. What is the first thing you should do when you enter the lab? A. Play with the chemicals. B. Sit and wait for instructions given by the teacher. Or C. Go and talk to your friends. Dana.
B. Sit and wait for instruction.
That is correct. Good job, Dana. Question 7. What do you do at the end of lab? A. Leave the room. B. Mix unused chemicals and pour them down the drain. Or C. Clean up your workstation. Gina.
Clean up your workstation.
Very good. And our last question for this round is, what should you do if something breaks? A. Go and tell your teacher. B. Blame your lab partner. Or C. Try cleaning it up yourselves. Dana.
A. Go and tell your teacher.
Good. If anything breaks, the first thing you do is tell your teacher. That is the end of round 1, and it looks like we have a tie. So both of our contestants will be joining each other for the bonus round,
Yay!
which will be right after these messages. All right, welcome back to Science Lab Trivia. For this round, our contestants will be working together to answer questions about the correct procedures in lab. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Question 1. What's the procedure for cleaning up after lab?
You put excess chemicals in the proper waste basket and you clean up all your equipment.
And then you dry them and you put them back in the cabinet where they belong. And then you wipe your lab station.
Very good, ladies. Question 2. How are materials passed out?
Well, after the teacher explains the instruction, one person gets the experiment packet.
And then another person gets everyone's lab notebooks and then the whole group goes to the lab station.
Very good, that is correct. Question 3. How and where are materials turned in?
The students should answer their questions in their lab notebooks and then the lab packet should be turned into the turn-in tray.
And the notebook should be placed in the correct science basket.
Very good, that is also correct. Question 4. What is the procedure for entering the lab?
The students, they walk in and set their backpacks and purses in the front of the classroom.
And then students sit at their desks and wait for their teacher to give them instructions. And then when their teacher says it's okay, then they go get their materials and go to their lab station.
That is correct. This is our last question for today. How do you exit the room if there is a fire in the lab?
Students should stop what they're doing and immediately and orderly exit the room.
They should take the designated fire route out of the building, and the last person should turn off the lights and close the door.
And then the teacher should pull the fire alarm.
That is correct. Y'all did so good. And since they got all the questions right, they have won the jackpot, which is 2 cupcakes. That's all the time we have for this episode of Science Lab Trivia. Join us next week for a special edition where we will be answering questions about how to impress on the first date. Good night, everybody.